Hey guys, this is Bobby from from Bobcat's Animal Spirit Messages and Tarot. As soon as I can learn to speak, I have a full moon or a new moon and eclipse reading for the sign of Pisces and a cat. Um, I start every video out with an animal spirit reading, and today's animal spirit reading for you Pisces comes from the painted turtle. Now, I like the painted turtle because they're not just the average green and grayish water turtle. They're really pretty and they have lots of different colors on them, and they stand out and they're beautiful. So the first message is don't play it small, Pisces. Don't hide who you really are. Don't play it small. This eclipse and new moon is bringing up some feelings for major endings in your lifetime that haven't been resolved. You just kind of put up heart walls instead. And the message from the painted turtle is release these feelings so you can have a new beginning. Because I see a major new beginning coming for you. Major new beginning coming for you. But I also see these big, huge concrete walls that have been put up out of fear of being hurt because of past heartbreak. And you're like, we're not doing this again. The water turtle says definitely do a meditation. Pull that out. Look at it. Feel it. See it for what it is. Be thankful that you learned the things that taught you and move on to your new beginning happily. I can see a lot of you, you got these big, huge walls, and you got somebody trying to scale the walls to get into you, but they can't get into you because, well, the walls are like really tall. You're not Rapunzel, baby. You got to let down the walls because they can't scale up your braid. And if you're having the rain that I am, you probably scare them to death with your crazy hair. But anyway, I pulled some cards. I don't normally use traditional tarot for these readings because I like to just go on my intuition and see what comes up throughout the video, because it's always interesting to see what new stuff comes up. But I wanted some traditional, this is what it is in this reading. And I got some really amazing cards for this because they basically were just confirmation of what I just said, but I want to go over them anyway. Okay, so the first one I pulled was the Three of Swords. Affairs of the heart. I can see that somebody's been through a tough time with relationships and such, and it's made them afraid to move forward, and so you feel stuck. You feel stuck, and there's a lot of mental conflict. The Nine of Swords. Okay. Now, this is the card. People obviously interpret cards in different ways, but I like this card, especially with this deck, because somebody else agrees with me. The Nine of Swords basically just tells us that it's not as bad as you feel like it is. The patterns of negativity have stuck in your mind, and so instead of releasing that and moving forward, knowing that you're stronger, you're smarter, you're wiser, you get this thought in your head that keeps repeating, it's going to happen again, it's going to happen again, oh hell no, I can't go through this again. This isn't what you're getting ready for. This eclipse is going to pull up some energies, some feelings that are just going to make you feel like you're crushed all over again. You've got to feel it. Lean into it. Feel it for what it is. Be thankful for it, because this is what taught you some really important things. And go through what it's taught you. Write it down on a piece of paper. Okay, this taught me that I'm sorry without change is manipulation. You know, this taught me that the next time they do it, it's a choice and not a mistake. Different things like that, you know, whatever it was that it taught you. And some of you, the lesson comes down to something really simple. You can do this without them. Because a lot of us right now are really struggling hard. This eclipse is bringing up our feelings of insecurity and unworthiness for us to look at. So a lot of you, the biggest thing that this heartbreak taught you was that you didn't need them to be able to survive. You're doing better without them. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. We have the Death card. It was the next card I pulled. Definitely let it go. Let that whole situation die. And put some serious work toward dropping those heart walls. Because as soon as you're able to lower those heart walls, you got some really amazing stuff coming in. Now, I know that we're coming up on Mercury retrograde, and that's something that I also want to talk about, because I also see some of you having an ex trying to come back to you that hasn't changed at all, but they're going to want you to believe they have. You're going to have to definitely use your own intuition on whether they can be trusted or not. But as a knee-jerk reaction, you know, obviously everybody's different, but there are a few of you here that are going to see this video that definitely do not for any reason want to take that ex back right now. He's not changed. She's not changed. The situation is what it is. But they realized that while they were manipulating you, they had it good. And they don't want to let go of that. But they're going to have to. It's definitely not a good idea to let somebody who's just been repeating the heartbreak come back to you over and over and over again. Okay. From the Oracle of the Fairies, I drew the Stargazing card. Now you notice I was shuffling while I was talking. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. I love this card for this reading because you're going to have to follow your intuition on whether this ex has changed or not. But they're definitely going to try to come back. Also, pay attention to your YouTube feed, music, or Spotify, or whatever it is you listen to. This is a YouTube video, so that was the first thing that crossed my mind. Music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Now, I think this music, for you Pisces, is going to help you understand some seriously deep soul lessons that you have previously buried feelings attached to it before. So I feel like this heartbreak is something that you didn't allow yourself to feel. You moved on without allowing yourself to feel it. And it's probably attached to the same ex that's going to try to come back. And so when they try to come back, you're going to be like, oh, this motherfucker. Who does he think he is? Well, it's important for you to feel those feelings and not get drawn back into the same pattern again. So pay attention to the messages in your music. Protection was the next card I pulled. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. I feel like you should put up a shield the minute you get out of bed every morning. I do. Because, I might just go for a walk around the block and run into 4 grouchy people in a bad mood, and then I'm going to absorb that and be a moody pain in the butt all day. And that isn't necessarily needed for most of us. So definitely shield. And before your meditation, even put up a shield. And because the darkness is fighting really hard right now, we got stuff from the past. So some of you may have people from the past, negative entities or spirits wanting to come back to apologize to you. Now, if you're not a skilled medium and you're not able to understand who they are or what they want, you might just want to shield and keep them out. So that's what I think about that. Flourish. The Lotus Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. That's exactly what we're talking about here. Ask during meditation these feelings of heartbreak from this ex or whoever they are. Please help me see the truth behind their words. Just help me see the truth behind their words, and you will see it. That I promise you. Tree wisdom. The tree will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. Go for a walk in nature. Definitely stay grounded. Hug a tree, sit at the roots of a tree, sit underneath a tree, whichever one you're drawn to. You'll pull the positive energies that you need from it, and this will help you be able to clear yourself just enough, keep yourself just calm enough to draw positive energies from nature and see the truth behind the things that people are saying to you right now, because it's really important to do that. And once again, we have new beginnings. Telling you, Pisces, release this craziness, release this ex, because there's something new coming to you and you don't want to miss it. This is something really, really important for you. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby, the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. I'm feeling like this baby for you, Pisces, is a new relationship. It's something brand new. Walk into it looking at it with the innocence of a child, almost. And don't put any expectations on it. Just see where it goes. Be curious, like a little kid, and see where this takes you. I think you'll be really pleased with where it heads. Honestly, I do. Now we're shuffling the Sacred Forest Oracle. Let's see what they have to say. Thicket of Thorns, uncertainty. Mystic Meadows, sanctuary. This one has a bear, a rabbit, and a fox. I love all three, and I'll explain why. Okay? It's not the first card I pulled, but that's where we're going to start. We're not starting with uncertainty. We're starting with the Mystic Meadows, the sanctuary. See the rabbit, the bear, and the fox? These are really amazing. All of these animals have some really amazing symbolism. The bear says, look within and see what needs healed. I keep hearing within the cave, within the cave, within the cave. To me, the cave symbolizes meditation. You're moving inward. You're looking. You're going where the light hasn't necessarily been shined yet, deep within your soul. You want to look in there. Pull these feelings up. Pull these feelings of unworthiness and insecurity and pain and anger and resentment from past relationships, and just let it go. Ask for them to be transmuted, and ask to just feel them fully so you can let them go. The rabbit symbolizes fear. Have you ever been driving down the road and there's this little bunny and he gets all scared and he just stands there and he looks at you? Or he starts running in circles in front of your car because he's terrified and doesn't know which way to go. Definitely release fear, Pisces. Do some hardcore release of fear. And the fox, I love this one because the fox is very sly. They're very, very rarely seen by humans. They try to stay out of the spotlight. They're not exactly the one that just shows up yelling, "Hey, look at me, look at me, look at me." But they're excellent hunters, and they always get what they want. So those of you who are manifesting, keep it to yourself, real quiet like the fox. Don't tell anyone, but know it's already coming to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. And another message I'm hearing with this sanctuary card is definitely clear your space, clear your home. If you have an altar, clear it. I don't necessarily have an altar, but I have a tarot table that's set up kind of like an altar. And I had to clear it before I could do anything because my cat kept jumping up on it. And I had white cat hair everywhere. It was just driving me insane. So I had to clear it. But anyway, uncertainty. Now, the rabbit in this card tells me all I need to know about this card. Sometimes it's really hard when we can't see what's ahead of us, when we can't see the path ahead. But you have to be able to trust yourself to be able to make it through anything. And you have to be able to trust spirit to be there to have your back. Now, I don't know how many of you can actually speak to your spirit guides. This is something I teach. And I teach it because I feel like everybody should know. But definitely, if you're not able to speak to your guides, start out by asking for a little sign, okay? If I'm meant to go left at the fork of the road, let me see an eagle. If I'm meant to go right at the fork of the road, let me see a snake. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be those signs, and it doesn't have to be those questions, because those questions aren't necessarily answering what you want, but it gives you an idea on what you need to be asking, you know? If I'm meant to believe this person and bring him back into my life, let me see a dove. If I'm meant to send him packing, let me see a lizard. Something. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, ask for signs. Also, those of you who don't do it, do a gratitude log. Okay? I wake up every morning thinking about all the things I'm grateful for as I drink my first cup of coffee. Because if it weren't for waking up and thinking about all that I'm grateful for as I drink my first cup of coffee in the morning, I would be a panicked, complete and total basket case, because then my mind would automatically want to shift into this pattern of looking at the things I don't have that I want, looking at the small things that irritate me. You know, it's kind of like Squidward from SpongeBob, how he always sees the negative in everything. Those of us who don't practice gratitude fight those negative thoughts really, really hard. And the way to get yourself in the habit of not focusing on the negativity is by practicing daily gratitude, you know? Even if it's only one or two things, as you go, there will be more, because your mind is automatically, even on a subconscious level, okay, well, we have some pretty flowers out in the front yard this morning. Oh, well, here comes this beautiful bluebird in from out of nowhere to land on the porch, and look how fabulous. And listen to it sing. You know what I'm saying? As you go, more things that you can be grateful for will come to you. And this is a huge help in manifesting. The Purification card. Okay, here we go. Purify your personal space. Clean it, cleanse it, sage it, whatever you need to do with it. Get rid of clutter, but also the internal clutter. Clear your energies. I talk a lot about flame magic, about how you can light a candle and sit and stare at the flame and just feel it burn through the negativity, burn the negativity up all the way through your body. And just have it burn it away, starting at your crown chakra, working down through every body part, clear out through the bottoms of your feet. Then you can bring it back up for a second dose of it, and ask that any negativity in that flame be transmuted by spirit into positivity and love. This will help clear your energies. This will help you have a more positive mindset. The energy clearing, along with the gratitude, will help you be able to release these past issues that you felt like have been stuck within you, Pisces. And it's really important that you go ahead and try to release this. But, a lot of people think to release, we have to fight it. We have to throw it out. Well, you put up too much of a fight, baby, then you're doing nothing but fighting. Clearing your energies and having a more positive mindset is honestly about letting go with the fight. Just let go and let that flame burn through the negativity, and feel it happen as it goes. Because trust me, you may not feel it the first time, but you're going to feel a little better. The second time, you still may not feel it all that well, but you're still going to feel a little bit better. And each day as you do this, it's going to get better and better and better. And then the next thing you know, by the time it's hit the bottom of your feet, you're like, oh my God, I think I lost 100 pounds in negativity. And you'll see a huge difference in time, but it's something that should be practiced daily to be able to help you. The last card I pulled from you, from the sacred for you, from the sacred forest. I can't talk today. Stillness. The reflection pool. Now, some people, I have one client that gets downloads from spirit as she's washing dishes. Because all she's thinking about is just getting her dishes clean, and then bam, in comes this big, huge aha moment that she wasn't expecting. So sometimes I like to sit by the water, by any body of water, lake, stream, river, ocean, whatever body of water, and just look at the water and let my mind go. And I really do achieve stillness that way. And I get a lot of downloads, but I've been doing this for a lot of years. So maybe something as minor as a warm bath. But with the reflecting pool card, that's a water card as well, obviously. And of course, our animal spirit message was from the painted turtle, which is a water turtle in the United States. So definitely don't hesitate to just take a hot bath and look at the water. Look at the water as you're washing dishes, watch it run over your hands. And just think about nothing but that water and let your mind go. This is a really good meditation. Also, if you really don't want to do the water, or you think you can't still your mind, go for a walk. And as you go for a walk, the only thing you want to think about that whole time you're on the walk is what you see while you're out. Okay? Oh, hey, there's a hawk on the electric pole. Oh, hey, look over here. There's a spider web on this sign. You know, just whatever you see. Oh, there are daisies growing in that field. Look at the groundhog. He's eating daisies. Whatever it is that you see. And just concentrate on whatever it is that you see, because that's a walking meditation. And it's very good to help clear your mind. You don't necessarily have to sit still and clear your mind unless you've been working on that for a long time and you're really skilled with clearing your mind. Sometimes you just drive yourself crazy doing that. And I try to give little tips for everyone that needs to meditate, that has a hard time calming their mind. I know Pisces is one that really has a difficult time clearing their mind. You know, it's kind of funny because the fish has a worse time flowing. I guess because he's an expert swimmer. But I've got some cards that I'm pulling here from the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. I had to look. I couldn't remember the name of the deck. And I've had it for over 10 years. Maybe not that long. Yeah, it has. It's been that long. Anyway. Kitsune, I will show you who to trust. Ask the spirit of Fox to show you different signs on this person. There's somebody that's wanting to come back into your life. The Golden Phoenix, something you thought finished, bursts back into life. This person's going to come back claiming their undying love for you, Pisces. Don't do it. Give them the goodbye they need. They're going to realize that, you know, they treated you really, really badly, and they're going to want to be able to apologize for that. By all means, do accept the apology and forgive them, but send them away anyway. They need to understand that you can forgive, but still not take them back. And that's a really important thing. Time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. And this is something that they may, telling them no and sending them away might just be what it takes to make them actually make some changes and come back later as a different person. But it's too soon right now, Pisces. Use your intuition, though. Ask the Fox. You don't have to listen to me just because I said it. But I think a lot of you are going to realize later I'm right. The last card, the Fairy Bee. My life is sweet. Gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. The bee is a card of community. If you've got helpful neighbors, be grateful for them. If you have loud, obnoxious neighbors, be grateful for them, because they're teaching you who you don't ever want to act like. If you got nosy neighbors, be glad for them, because they're teaching you to be like the fox and keep your business to yourself. So no matter what the situation is, definitely be thankful for your community, because it's teaching you a lot. Everybody around you has something to offer you as far as soul lessons, and you have something to offer each one of them. But remember, Pisces, in letting go of all this stuff, the Fool, you do have a new beginning coming, and it's going to be more amazing than you could have ever imagined before. So keep that in mind as you're releasing all of this heaviness and as you're dealing with all of this heartbreak, because it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt bad, and all of us are in that position with the eclipse. I'm seeing all 12 zodiac signs go through the things like these. So Definitely check your sun, moon, rising signs. I'll have the videos posted. I'm determined to get them all done by tomorrow. So if you don't see it today, come back tomorrow. You should see it. Anyway, have a good night. I love you.